feel like I'm in a British, a 5-star restaurant. You know, like beef Wellington is so exquisite, like so fancy. Imagine that with the salmon Wellington. You're getting 12 6.7-ounce salmon Wellingtons that are so delicious, so fancy, covered in the most beautiful puff pastry. They call it English pastry. It also even has this like lattice design. If you love beef Wellington, you are going to fall in love with their salmon Wellingtons. Okay, so it comes out to, I think, $11.25 each. I have seen, you know, first of all, hard to even find a salmon Wellington. Even hard to find a beef Wellington. You have to go to a very, very fancy restaurant for something like that. You're getting 12 of these. It's the only expiring price at the end of the day because it's on a sale price right now. 5 Easy Pays of $27 gets this home. Brittany, let's get a little fancy with the salmon Wellington. They're so good.
Yes, let's get a little bit fancy. I love that you said that because this is for sure a labor of love. This salmon Wellington has a lot of steps to make it so delicious and so perfect each and every time. So what we do at Egg Harbor is we start with a beautiful piece of North Atlantic Ocean caught salmon, high in omega-3s, high in omega-6s, high in protein, boneless and skinless. And then from there, a traditional beef Wellington would have the duxelle, would have the mushrooms and the red wine. Here we switched that up. So our version of the duxelle for the salmon is going to be a blend of aged cheddar cheese, a little bit of lemon, some fresh spinach, and some wine. So that's gonna get layered on top of your gorgeous piece of salmon. Check out the marbling, that beautiful vibrant color. And then from there, we take the puff pastry, which is completely loaded with butter. And then that gets wrapped around your salmon with that layer of that velvety duxelle. I say in quotes, because it is the spinach, the cheese blend, the aged cheddar, and the citrus blend. And then from there, we take an extra piece of the pastry that is lattice style, and we layer that on top just to give you that pretty detail. And then these come home to you in packs of 2, like this, where you pop them into your oven or your air fryer, and you're gonna cook them in your oven for about 30 minutes, air fryer about 25 minutes. This, again, is an item that you are cooking, but all of the work has been done for you. They're large, they're 6.7 ounces. So if you did want to cut them in half like I have here, you certainly can do that if you're entertaining and maybe you have other things that you'd like to be offering.
Look at this, this is one piece. Brittany, what is right around the corner? I think Easter is right around the corner. I mean, if you have one of these or even split it in half for your famous, you know, like big celebration where all your family and friends are coming over, like really, really special time of year, you want to go super fancy and everyone's going to be talking about this, the salmon Wellington might be the way to go, right?
Absolutely. You know what, my mom and dad, they help us out a lot with our kids, and they were going on vacation on Monday. So Sunday night I wanted to make them dinner, but we just had a crazy Sunday where I didn't have a lot of time in the kitchen, and I knew I had these in my freezer. So all I did was I made a really fast citrus salad from scratch. I put these into the oven, I set the table, mom and dad came in, and we had a beautiful dinner. And I felt really good about making them something that I thought was special. But this is so velvety and luxurious. This is a chef-inspired dish. This certainly is not something that I think a lot of us want to take the time to make at home. I have made beef Wellington at my house.
My God, it's so much work.
One time, not only was it a lot of work, it was a complete disaster. My beef was undercooked, my pastry on the exterior was burnt. It didn't work out. So the fact that you can have something like this in your freezer and then just immediately put it into the oven or your air fryer, and each and every time, it is going to just be beautiful.
Brittany, I have like Rastelli's now, and I have to say, it is foolproof. Like, literally, It's like they did all the work for you, right? They've taken the freshest salmon. I mean, we're talking about the #1 seafood brand here at QVC. Congratulations. The #1 food brand here at QVC. Congratulations. You guys have won so many customer choice awards. I mean, and your seasoning is perfect. If you've never tried Rastelli's, and I tried it here at QVC, oh, I'm sorry. I must have tried it at the 5-star restaurants that I have been eating all of my life, and now I get it shipped directly to my house, right? But the Salmon Wellington, it just like elevates every single meal, or you can make it casual as well, but every meal is gonna be super special with something as delicious, buttery, flaky. Brittany, do you love pie as much as I do? I love crust so much.
I love crust. I mean, honestly, anything that has that buttery exterior, the pastries, I mean, all the stuff that's just, you know, comforting and, you know, it makes you feel special. It makes you feel like a chef made this for you. It makes you feel like you're really just indulging in something.
Right?
Yes,
like where beef Wellington's
this is the
from.
treat.
Yeah. But salmon
this isn't
Wellington.
something that you're eating every day. This isn't the everyday dinner. You know, this is the special occasion.
Yeah.
If you are hosting Easter this year or any sort of special event,
this is your salmon
easier.
or fish dish. You know how they say like, okay, do you want like, you know, steak, meat, or fish? This could be like, oh my gosh, why didn't I get the salmon fish dish? Like, you know, this is such a special treat. Expiring price though, Brittany, and that's why people are picking up more than one. It's on a sale price. They are huge. 6.7 ounce. She split it in half, by the way. That's $13. You couldn't even get this in the stores. Again, will you tell them what's inside? Because the combination of the puff pastry with the cheese and the sauce, it's all done for you. Brittany, you put it on a bed of lettuce, you're done.
Done. I mean, absolutely. That's what I did the other night. I put some citrus in there just to give it a pop of color, and it was gorgeous, and we had dinner together as a family. It was beautiful. So what we do at Egg Harbor is we take a beautiful piece of North Atlantic caught salmon.
Look at the color
Again,
of
this
that.
is vibrant orange, high in omega-3s, high in omega-6s, high in protein. These stripes is the marbling. That's what's breaking down, giving the actual salmon an incredible texture and mild flavor. And then that gets topped with a blend of fresh spinach, aged cheddar cheese, a little bit of citrus, and some white wine. So that gets blended together and gets layered on top of your salmon. We then take a puff pastry that is filled with butter, and that gets wrapped around your salmon and the spinach blend. Then we take an extra piece of the pastry, which is lattice style, and just lightly layer the top of your Wellington with that, just to make it look extra beautiful. And then these come to you 2 to a pack. And then from here, oven
lattice.
or air fryer. And Nancy, your instructions are going to tell you to take a little egg wash or a little milk and brush them over the top. I will tell you, I forgot to do it my very first time that I ever prepared these.
And it's fine.
And I continue to forget to do it. There's a lot of butter in your pastry. They are going to get golden brown no matter what.
Brittany, you and I have gone to like expensive restaurants. We talked about New York. I mean, if you even got this at a restaurant, which they won't even have a salmon Wellington, not very common, that dish is $35 to $40, right? You're getting it for like $11.25 each, and it's so big and so delicious. You could even split it in half, and look at that cheese oozing out. That color of the salmon, this is the #1 seafood brand here at QVC. They're so good, they're so fancy. And by the way, that expiring price will go away at the end of the day, which, by the way, is like how many hours, Blaine? I don't know. Less than 5 hours. That price will go up. Oh, thank you. Okay.